What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Tay Podcast. Before we get started, man, just leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have a lot of these videos, every single Sixers game, and just gonna review it. We're also gonna have other NBA and NFL news. So let's get started, man. I was not looking. I did not think the Sixers were gonna win this game. I thought they were gonna lose this game. For some reason, it's like they always lose these next games like a random Monday or Sunday night. It always feel like it happens, and today was different, man. Today was the most fun Sixers game I watched in a long time. Man, let's just get started. So this game was wild. The first half was really sluggish. A lot of just missed shots and just giving up baskets. We got this Claxton kid just going crazy on us in this first half. It was just weird at first. So I really want to skip the first half. Just some first half notes I really had was obviously we all seen Bowden come in um, and just was just terrible. I mean, Kyle Quinn came in first. I don't understand why Brett went away from him. I didn't think he was killing it, wasn't doing well, but Bowden, I just haven't seen him in a long time. And when he came in, he wasn't good at all. He wasn't really bringing anything. His defense was like his defense all the time. He fouls a lot, man. So I don't know if they was trying to do that just because Kyle O'Quinn was in the doghouse or Elton Brand probably told Brett to like play him a little bit to see if he can get his value up because his value is probably nothing right now. But he was terrible. Yeah. Another thing is the Trey Burke situation. We're gonna talk about Neto later, but I kind of want to see Trey Burke a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. I like Neto, but I would love to see some Trey Burke and some Neto if that's the case. Just see what these guys can do, man. It's like I feel like neither one of them can get a rhythm because they're not playing as many games. Like they're playing like maybe 4 or 5 games and they're just taking out the rotation just like that. Like they don't really get to find a rhythm. So I kind of want to see Brett pick one of them and just stay with them for like 10, 15 games and let these guys get in more of a rhythm. But I'm gonna just skip to the second half, man, because the second half was the most fun part of the game, and that was it. Really started when because the third quarter, the beginning of the third quarter was kind of bad. The defense was trash, but the change that I like to see Brett do more that I've been wanting this whole time since like for 2 years now is I want to see Ben play center. I know we have Joel Embiid, but when Joel Embiid is not in the game, I kind of want to see Ben with a bunch of shooters. Just put Ben at center. I understand you're losing rim protection, but I don't. I honestly don't care. I just want to see Ben with shooters. When Ben was in the game with Neto basically as the point guard, the offense was amazing. It was amazing. Like they got all the looks. The pick and roll was amazing. Ben got what he wanted. They helped. Ben kicked it out to shooters. It was great, honestly. Like I really like when they do what they have been at center. The offense just feels right. It feels like they have some cohesion. Like when it's like Al Horford and everybody in there, it just feels quonky. Like I don't know, but Ben in this game was the most aggressive I've seen in a long time. That's probably the most aggressive Ben I've seen all just period in his career. Like he was aggressive offensively, defensively. You've seen some emotion, and I want to see that from Ben all the time. His defense has been amazing. I'm not going to discard his defense. His defense been great all year. I swear he should. People are saying first team all defense. That's fine, but I think he should seriously get some defensive player of the year votes because he's been amazing this year on defense. So his defense is amazing. Matisse, I don't know what else I gotta say about Matisse. Like I wanted him coming out the draft. I didn't expect him to be this good defensively. I knew he was good defensively. I didn't think he was gonna be this good, this fast. Matisse Thybulle is a problem. He is something different on the defensive end. He is him and Ben. that duo defensively is insane. They just go after people. I don't even know how many. Matisse Thybulle had 4 steals in the game and a block, and Ben had 5 steals and 2 blocks. Like, these guys are not playing around on defense, and we're gonna have a tough game on Wednesday. So that was just that was just amazing. Al Horford had a pretty good game. Let's go to Al Horford. Al Horford had a pretty good game in the second half, and especially in the fourth quarter, a couple timely buckets. It was a good game by Al. Not a great game. It was a good game. Tobias, um, Tobias was Tobias. He wasn't bad or good. He hit a couple shots earlier in the game, um, but he wasn't really like that. I'd say he was like a B- game. And Josh Richardson probably the same. I don't feel like that was one of his best games, but he just played well enough. I felt like the lineup when it was Neto, Ben, it was Neto, Ben, Mike Scott, Korkmaz, and I'm forgetting someone. I think it was Matisse. That lineup in the third quarter was just destroying the Nets. And the defense Ben was playing on uh, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Matisse was playing on Prince at the time and Joe Harris. Man, it's just like this is so. That's what the frustrating thing about this team is. Like, they can struggle against the Knicks one game, and they can have a game like this, even though they didn't blow the Nets out or anything. But just show like their defensive ability, like how when they locked in, how they can play defense. They're just a problem defensively when they lock in. Man, they can really beat anybody. We've seen these glimpses defensively when they played the Heat and they blew out the Heat. When they play the Bucks and just blew out the Bucks. Like, when they lock in defensively, they can literally beat anybody. But they need to have more consistency like that every single night because their offense isn't great. So they can't just allow their defense to play poorly because that's when the inconsistencies happen. And I just wanted to see this defense all the time. I really want to see this Ben all the time, man. Ben even shot well from the free throw line. I believe he was what? Ben was he was 10 for 14 from the line. Like, we're probably not gonna see that all the time, but if he can take 10 free throws a game, especially when Joe Bell's not here, that's what all we need. I don't care if you don't have to shoot a three, Ben. If you're watching this, Ben, you don't have to shoot a three ever in your life. If you gonna get to the free throw line 10 plus times and be aggressive like this on offense, you don't have to shoot a three, man. I'm saying just get to the line. That's what I want to see. I want to see you get to the line and force your will on teams, and that's gonna open up threes. They're gonna come help, and you can kick it out to these average 3-point shooters gonna be able to hit wide open shots. It doesn't happen that much, but just gotta keep trusting it. So I'm happy with the game Ben had. I'm happy with the game. We know on Wednesday it's a big game against the Raptors. I'm excited for that. Hopefully we can get the win. That would be a nice win. But I'm glad for this road trip. Well, not this road trip, but this 4-game stretch that we got the little winning streak going. That got us back up. So hopefully we can keep it going, man. Uh, I want to also talk about something else. I wanted to talk about the next thing I want to talk about is the grades of players. I kind of wanted to grade before this game happened. I wanted to have a discussion about grading the players from like the first half of the season and just seeing how they were. So to start off, we're going to just start off with some guys that's not playing. So some guys like Shake, Zaire, and Shayak, these guys are going to be incomplete. They really haven't played enough games for me to grade, or haven't even played at all. So I'm not going to grade them. So I'm going to just start off with Bolden. Well, I'm not going to start off with Bolden. He's incomplete too. He played one game, but we know he's not good. I want to start off with James Ennis. I want to give James Ennis like a. I say I'll give James Ennis around like a B. I think early on in the year he was hitting a lot of shots. I felt like he was shooting like 30 something, like 38% at one time. I like his shooting this year. I feel like he's shooting way better. His defense has been good. He's been driving. He's been great on offensive rebounds. He's been a great player for us, a great role player for us this year. So I have no problems with him. Let's go with Neto. Neto. I think both of them. I'm probably get the both backup point guards probably the same grade, but I say I give Neto like a C plus. I feel like there's some games where I'm like, wow, Neto is really balling. Like this game, he shot 1 for 7, but he didn't feel like 1 for 7. Like I feel like he really had a great game, not a great game, but a good game with Ben facilitating, throwing him the oops, giving him little pocket passes. I feel like he had a really good game. But there's some times where it's like, man, getting that off the court, like why is he playing? So I feel like it's a lot of inconsistency. But that's again when I said previously that I feel like Brett doesn't give them like a chance to build their confidence up and play a lot of games. So they're playing like 4 or 5 games, and they're probably pulled, and then Trey Burks comes in, and he plays a couple games, then Neto comes in. I just don't feel like they get their momentum going. Mike Scott, I'm gonna give Mike Scott's my guy, man, but I'm having to give Mike Scott a D plus, man. I I didn't think he was gonna struggle like this year. I thought he was great last year. Believe he shot like 39%, close to 40% from three. I did not expect him to play like this year. I believe he was shooting like 22% this month from three. Even though last month he was shooting like I believe like 37, 38%. But man, it's just hopefully he can get it out of it. Because if he can get out this slump and start shooting, man, that we really need that. But for right now, it's a D plus. Hopefully he can bounce back, get his mojo right. Maybe take them long socks up. I swear it's the socks, man. Them long socks getting me every time. I'm always looking at them. But yeah, I'm giving them a D plus. Kylo Quinn, I'm gonna give him a D plus too. Uh, he's a good passer, but honestly, other than that, I really don't see anything he provides for this team. Um, he, he can shoot a little bit. His defense is eh. I just think he's a good passer. I really have nothing much to say about Kyle Quinn. Hopefully we can move him for something, but I would like that. Let's see, we have Korkmaz. I had a lot of I have mixed emotion with Korkmaz, but I'm gonna give Korkmaz a B. In the first half of the year, the beginning part, like the first 2 months, he was balling. Brett said he wanted to grow a bomber. He was playing like that. I was liking him. I gave him a chance. It didn't. It's been like a couple of stretches where I was like, all right, I'm off the Korkmaz train. He's been missing a lot because I felt like if he wasn't making shots, he wasn't bringing nothing. Even though his defense got better this year, I just felt like if he wasn't hitting his threes, he wasn't really contributing a lot for us because his defense is and he doesn't really play make. He doesn't really drive to the rack. But now, these last couple weeks now, he's been really great for us. Our sixth man, he's shooting the three at a huge rate. I believe at 40% right now. He's even got a little game where he got a little jump pump fake and he drops to the rack with a little floater. I like that about his game. His defense is still okay. It's getting better. But man, he's hitting these tough shots for us. And the team that's struggling at shooting threes, man, if he's hitting that like that, he's playing in crunch time now. When they need an offensive bucket, they're putting him in crunch time. So I think he's been balling out. He definitely gets a B for me. Matisse, you already know Matisse is my guy. Rocco was my guy back in the day. Matisse took that. Matisse this year, I would give him an A minus. His defense is amazing. It's all defense type defense right now. It's amazing. His offense can get a little bit better. He's shooting a three. His rate is good over the year. I wish he can shoot it. He's been off a little bit lately. Kind of want to see him get his three back. Also, kind of it's early, so she's a rookie, but I want to see him be able to get the ball at like when he's shooting a three, pump fake and drive to the rack and finish like that. That was something Rocco struggled with. Not to be able to take the ball off the dribble and go to the cup. I want to see that from Matisse, but it's early. but his defense is making up for all his offense. So I'm giving him A minus just for his defense. His defense is amazing this year. Um, Al Horford, I have some controversial tweets about Al Horford saying the double agent. These are the heat of the moment tweets, so I'm not gonna worry about them. But I'll give Al Horford a C plus. He has his games where he plays good. But he has a lot. He's been having a lot of dud games lately. But I feel like he's gonna get out of it. Maybe once the All-Star break happens, he gets some rest, and then he can start balling. But I think he's gonna be ready for playoff time. When the playoff basketball happens, I believe he's gonna be ready to go, and he's gonna help us out, man. So I'm gonna give him a C for now. Jason Richardson, Josh Richardson. I don't know why I call him Jason Richardson, but Josh Richardson, I'm gonna give him a B minus. I feel like we use him a little bit too much in playmaking at times. This game against the Nets, he really didn't do much of that, but lately he's been our primary ball handler in like the fourth quarter. He can do it, but I don't think he should be doing it that much. His defense has been good this year. I wish he could shoot the three ball a little bit better. He got the little funky release, but he's been good for us, man. I appreciate what he's been doing. His defense is good. His playmaking is okay, and he can score. That's what we need right now. If his three was a little bit better, I'd probably give him a higher grade. Tobias, probably in the first half, it's like two halves of the first half of the year. One half he was like an A. He was scoring like 20-some points a game. He's still around that average, but he was shooting a three. But then he started struggling. Like he has a lot of he's been up and down, up and down. But I'm gonna give Tobias a B as well. He kind of been our most consistent player, which is weird. Even though he had some lumps when he went like 0 for like a billion from three. But right now, lately, he's shooting like 41% from three. He had a pretty okay game this game. I just think over time, we gotta find that closer, and I believe Tobias is probably gonna be that closer for us in the playoffs. He just gotta be able to be. He needs to shoot more threes. He's been shooting a lot of threes lately, but he needs to keep that going. I need him to shoot around like 6 to 7 threes a game. And if you can make like 3 or 4 of them, that's going to be great for us. But we need him to be that sniper. We need him to when he's open from 3, not doing the Tobias thing where he gets the ball, takes that slow little drive to the basket and shoot the mid-range. No, when you're open, I need you to catch that ball and let it go. We're going to go with Joel Embiid. He's not playing right now, but I would give Joel a B as well. This year, Benoit, when he was playing, it was really weird. I felt something was off with Joel. His scoring is down. Everything in his stat line is down. But I just think that's how the offense is running now. He's shooting more. He's shooting threes. He's not really at the paint as much. And he doesn't have that little two-man game with J.J. Redick where he used to get easy points from. But his defense is still elite. Hopefully we can get him back soon so they can get their more chemistry. But I just want him to be able. I want him to. In his rookie year, he was shooting threes a little bit better. I kind of want to see him shoot the ball. If he can get his threes to like 34, 35%, that would be lovely. But I want him, obviously, want him on the block a little bit more. Back to the basket, face up, get to the foul line more. His free throws attempts are lower this year. I kind of want to see him get that up. And just be healthy in the playoffs, man. And just be ready. Because it's playoff time. We're going to need him really a lot. And last but not least, Ben Simmons. The most polarizing player on our team. I'm going to give Ben Simmons an A minus. For his, I'm always going to put defense. His defense this year has been amazing. I believe he should get some Defensive Player of the Year votes. His offense has been good. It's been better when Embiid's out. We all know, like, the fourth quarter, he doesn't really score that much. But I honestly don't care. If you're passing the ball and playing elite defense, that's fine with me. and he's showing his glimpses. This game showing his glimpses when he's aggressive, where he can be. He's amazing. Like, it's tough to stop someone that's doing that. So I'm gonna give him an A-. Um, so the last thing I want to talk about before we end this podcast is it's a little report out by Chris Haynes that the Sixers are interested in Derrick Rose. Honestly, my take on that is I would love Derrick Rose on the Sixers. I want to know who you have to give up. I believe Derrick Rose makes like 7 to 9 million. So maybe if you give up like Zaire Smith, Mike Scott, and like 2 second round picks, or maybe a first, that gets it done. I would try to save the first, but if you can give him like 2 seconds, I would do that in a hurry. And I would love Derrick Rose on this team, because then you can have, instead of Neto with Ben, you can have Ben and Rose. Rose setting Ben setting the pick and roll for Rose, and Rose running it and throwing lobs to Ben, and then Rose getting buckets. A guy off the bench that can go up and get a bucket when we need it to. He can play some crunch time. I think Derrick Rose would be a great fit here. Something that we need. I don't think we need these 3-and-D guys. They don't really do anything. They help the shooting, but we need shooting, but we don't need guys who can just sit and let it go. We need someone that can play make, have the ball in his hands, get a shot off the dribble. Someone like that. I think Derrick Rose is a great fit. So I would love Derrick Rose on the Sixers here. So that would be the end of the podcast, man. This is the first podcast, so it's gonna be all over the place, man. Just know that. Give me a chance. I'm gonna get better at this. Like and subscribe, man. If you have any questions, just send them to me in the comment section. I'll answer them in the next podcast. This is the Tay Podcast, and I'm out. Peace.